almost there. So, ready for your first day?
Maybe. Tell you what, the outback is gorgeous. That's a big gun you got there, Lance.
There she is.
A barn and a water tower. Heck yeah. Are we farmers? Oh no, kangaroos.
Well, here we are. Time to get out.
You coming with?
Out you hop. Well, here we are. Time to get out. Out you hop.
Okay. You off, Lance? Oh, okay. Bye. Looks like we've been left out here. What have we got? We've got a big truck, we've got some barbed wire. What happens if we just, like, leave? Oh, we just get poofed back. Okay. What's going on out here? The nice little garden. You can jump. Ew, jumping. Jumping's for nerds. Some random concrete piping. That just seems a little bit out of place. Toilet. Oh, we can poop. You know it's all about the pooping. Gotta take a shit before your first day at work. It's the best way to do it. You don't want your first impression to be, yeah, I didn't go to the bathroom before I came to work today. It gets a little bit steep and we're not able to just walk up there. Fair enough. But can I commit crimes? Parkour! No, there's not really any way to get there. Water tower with a oddly sophisticated security cam attached to a rusted bucket of junk. Look at that sun. It's pretty. Well, into the rust bucket we go. Whatcha? Hello. That doesn't seem particularly safe, letting us all know about the guns and everything else just in there. Can I help you, Jackson? Or can you help me?
Okay, you're the transfer, huh?
Yeah.
You sure picked a day. Things a bit hectic downstairs this morning. Just grab your gate pal there. It'll help you get sorted.
Nice.
Sorted? Okay. Most of what you need should be in your gate pal. Well, eventually. But you're good to go.
Nice.
The elevator. It'll take you down to induction, and they'll take care of you.
Thank you, Jackson. Whoa, absolutely bloody great of you. Can open the window. That's right, we're letting out all the secrets. Oh, crikey. Radiation screening. A little won't hurt, but long-term exposure will make you explode. Basically, you know, kill off any external bacteria, so a little bit of radiation, again, not harmful to you, but it'll kill anything on the outside. That's fair. Hello, Tracy. Pick up a hard hat. What if I just equip it?
You've got what you need. Head through the gate to my left, down to the elevator. It'll take you down to induction.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
you've got what you
Oh,
need.
okay, you're just gonna loop.
Head through the gate to my left, down to the elevator. It'll take you down to induction.
Whee!
Welcome to the Gate Cascade Research Facility.
Ooh.
You are in the induction wing. The facility is currently
Look at all this
at
cool stuff.
third level precautionary. Please listen
Precautionary?
carefully to and follow all security instructions.
What the
Now
frickle frack
arriving.
is that?
Staff processing.
Okay, that's mildly concerning. Wave to the guard. Hello.
Hey, new transfer. I got pulled in from surface duty. The
Duty.
usual lady, she got called out to help downstairs. Happens. Chaos is kind of our thing around here. You seem a bit antsy. Just wait. I'll unlock the gate in a second. Now,
Thank
I've never
you.
run someone through this, but it looks pretty straightforward. Coming from the Springer facility, you'll know the basics, but since we deal with specimens directly, everyone on staff has to know basic ECP. That's emergency containment procedures.
Okay.
Now I have some instructions here that aren't really compatible with the current security situation around here, so we're just gonna improvise a bit. Bear with me. I'm gonna have you crawl through that vent down there. Consider it like chasing down an escaped specimen. You got a big brain, you got a big imagination, right?
Okay. Well, it's class 2. Okay, lovely little tutorial about movement. Oh, I can't actually open that. Give me the scrap. Point wrench. Oh, I'll take that.
If there's something in your way, cause I put it there, there should be a tool down there. Something you can smash the crate with. You might have to look around a bit. And don't worry
Oh,
about
wait,
smashing
what's it?
stuff. Like we have we got a lot of crates.
Alright.
Crates. Oh, what the hell? This damn radio's acting up. There we go. Oh, okay. I was just thinking I'd grab like a plastic bag for you know what? This nice. You've got some athleticism in there. Somewhere.
Damn right I do.
Now, real creatures might wriggle out of that one, but that's not a real creature. So, next step is special containment, isolation, wash hands, inoculate. You know what? Just stomp on it.
Okay. I mean, we grab it, contain it, make sure it's where it needs to be, or just smush it.
Oh, brutal. Okay, so next up. Oh, what's going on with your leg there? Looks to me. Okay, you did that way cleaner than I would have. You would, wouldn't you? You're gonna.
You're
fucking
nuts.
down there.
Look at it. We smushed it.
Let's head you on through to the next room. Feel free to mosey. I've gotta check some stuff out. We got some weird crap going on today. Not gonna lie to you.
That's never a good sign. We've got residences, we've got the labs. Investigation. Jane, what's this I'm hearing about an investigation to our security? Has anyone spoken to you about it? Relax, Richard. It doesn't concern anyone in your sector. It's the labs team. You know how they are. Always scared someone's leaking information. Man suggested the executive committee thinks someone may be monitoring our data network. I thought that was impossible. The farm needs to know about this. We're the ones who work with the data day in and day out. Look, Mance is great at theorizing, but sometimes he lets his imagination run away with the facts. Still speculation at this point. We haven't detected anything beyond a few probing actions. Our data is secure. Let them know it's under control, because it is. It's always an interesting start. Fungus. Hey, you asked me to get in touch if we find any applications for new materials. Remember that fungus Lenora's team brought back? We did some tests. Stuff makes penicillin look like tap water. I reviewed the report. You're cleared for phase 2. Someone needs to go back in there. We need more samples. The Silo 2 systems are online. I think another venture should be okay. I'll talk to TR. They're itching to get back in there. So that's from Dr. Mans. So, we are getting towards the end of the tutorial. I have to admit I have played a fair bit of this game. I just want to play and do like a little series.
They didn't have these at Springer. It says here, all gate staff at Cascade need to understand the facility's unique power system. It goes into a lot of detail only an egghead would want. No offense. Every power socket here comes with its own little extension cable, and we build everything purpose-built for those sockets.
Fair enough.
Nice work plugging in that plug. We're done here. There's some stuff on this list, but I don't reckon you're gonna need it. That's why you've got people like me around. Keep you safe. Looks like I gotta check on some situation topside. So
Top
yeah,
side.
The elevator, it'll take you down to residences. Real cozy stuff.
Oh, that sounds good.
The report here says you're looking for a Dr. Khan?
Dr. Khan.
Here. I guess he's in charge of the rest of your orientation. Alright.
Eh.
Onward to science. Well, for one of us anyway.
Yeah. Science time. Gonna do some science today. Can I get down there? No, invisible walls. Oh, bane of my existence. And now we head into the facility.
This is a high priority safety broadcast. You are currently en route to Residence Level 7. Due to an active security situation, advanced safety precautions are in effect.
Advanced precautions.
Will be redirected to Offices Level 1. Please remain in place and wait for security team assistance.
That's not good. So yeah, as you can see, we have played the game a little bit. So what I want to do is I want to set up my own game. We're going to set this to... we'll leave it on normal. I just enjoy the game. We've got the Cosmic Companions update that's dropped, and I want to just have a little play. So, just call this YouTube World. Not bother with hardcore. I've had a few times where just a slip or something ends up just destroying you, and it's just not super fun. Sandbox settings, I'm going to leave everything on default except for the... Where are we? I want the XP game will leave as normal. Bonus perk points we don't want, because I want this to be basically a semi-true vanilla run. The only thing that I want it to change, not inventory size, it is... Where are we? Durability loss, no, that's fine. Item stack sizes. So I just want to set that to 3. Just because you do wind up gathering a lot of stuff, and it winds up just... You get a lot of chests containing a lot of the same things. Granted, I could just stop gathering them, but I am a loot gremlin, so... Meh. That will do. And we'll just dive on in. Ah! Character is saved on a per world basis. That means your character's traits, skills, items, and equipment are tied to the server. So it just stops you from making a really good character, the endgame character, and just bring them to a new world with all those research bits. Right. So this character, you lack in skill, you make a performance, your ambition, speed, and staying at everyone's crosshairs. Don't think that gives you any particular buffs except for these and a load of starting points. Epimedical Biome Assist. Research on live subjects has taught you everything about the human body. So you basically level up a lot faster in first aid, which is pretty cool. Trans-kinematic Researcher basically just gives you a lot of bonus points in starting stats, but it doesn't really give you much of anything. It's all right. I made the mistake of going with this the first time. It's a nice starter class, but I wouldn't recommend it for like an actual role. Summer Intern is the same. Blank slate. They get no bonuses to anything, but you do get an extra couple of starting points. So that's another sort of one I would recommend starting with. Architectic. You get extra construction XP. Construction XP is fantastic. But again, I would probably suggest going for that one if you're doing like a role play character. Phytogenic Botanist, bonus agriculture XP. So that is really, really handy if you're doing a lot of farming. But farming, you generate a lot of experience passively anyway. So again, brilliant on servers. If you're playing on your own, you're not going to need too many farms. You'll be farming plenty. Same as Somatic Gastrologist, extra cooking XP. Again, if you're the cook for the team, brilliant class. Paratheoretical Physicist. Get extra crafting XP when inventing items. So this one's a decent one. You start with a lot of bonus stats, which means you don't get many bonus starting points, which is a little bit of a shame. And defense analyst, you get a lot of base stats, but I don't think you can share recipes. It's a little bit of a pain in the bum. And you don't get many starting points either. So defense analyst, probably wouldn't choose that unless, again, you are the combat person on the team. Summer intern, again, is nice. Personally, I think epimedical bionomicist is really good for the first aid XP, because first aid experience is a nightmare to get. But the rest of these, pretty meh. So what I might run is just summer intern, because you get the bonus starting points. You don't get any of the bonus XP, but the ones with bonus XP are for support classes. So medic, construction, farming, cooking. And then crafting XP when inventing item recipes. So that's not just for crafting, that's just when you discover an item. Personally, I think summer PhD, summer intern is a really good one. Lab assistant is also really good. You sacrifice a couple of points, but you get a couple of nice early survival stats. So we're going to go with the summer intern. For our actual points, I love wrinkly brain meat. Wrinkly brain meat is just brilliant. 20% bonus XP. If you're playing on your own and you just want to take that without spending the points, obviously you can set the base XP up to that 20%, which is nice. But wrinkly brain meat is a lovely little, just like 1.2 times multiplier. Decathlon competitor, you gain all fitness skills at a faster rate. That is a good one. That's a really good one. Because sprinting, strength, and throwing's less useful, but the sprinting and strength are really nice. But again, once they're maxed out, we're already getting that 20% bonus, so that would make us really, really good. But also, hobbyist chef, just double cooking XP. While we're on our own, we're only going to be cooking for ourselves. That's a really good one to take. First aid certification course, you start with 5 bandages and 3 first aid. Wouldn't really bother. A lot of people love fanny pack. Fanny pack is great. Extra inventory is always going to be handy. Personally, though, leave it. Gardener, agriculture experience twice as fast and receive basic garden plot recipes. It's always nice. Self-defense for an extra 3 damage with all melee weapons is beautiful. The 15% more carry weight is nice, but I wouldn't really worry too much about it. Lead belly, you get to a position very, very quickly where, like, ganky water is not really an issue. Bladder of steel, needing to go to the toilet 20% less is a bit meh. 20% less thirst is a bit meh. 20% less food is a bit meh. So what I like on this side, asthmatic is brutal. 40% stamina regen is narcoleptic, again, just needing to sleep nearly twice as much is ridiculous. You're going to spend your entire game sleeping if you're narcoleptic. Painfully obvious, I don't think is too bad. Painfully obvious makes you enemies just see you 45% faster. If you're running into stealth sections, there are solutions for that, so it's not really as bad as you think it's going to be. So I love painfully obvious. Hearty appetite, you get hungry 60% faster, so you're going to wind up eating significantly more food. Now, that's going to hurt in the early game. It's going to be fine later when food is solved. Personally, I'm not too keen on it because it means you've got to really carry a lot of food, and in some of the harder areas, you're going to suddenly find yourself starving, which isn't great. Dry skin, though, 20% more thirst is fine. You can carry water bottles far more easy than you can carry loads of food. Honestly, there's water everywhere. Slow healer is 1.5 seconds slower than everyone else. So I believe the default interval is, I think it's about 10 seconds. So slow healer's not bad. Slow learner would never take that. That just makes the game slower. You can't learn recipes via sharing, nor by picking up other things people have crafted. So if you're playing on the server, slow learner is just rough. Hemophilia is a double-edged sword, because there is a perk in combat where you can get more damage and attack speed when you're bleeding, which is awesome. But severe bleeds, you can't fix until a certain point in the game. Or you can, but you've got to use about 20 bandages, and it's like a 10% chance of fixing it using a regular bandage. I would only recommend hemophilia if you know what you're doing and aren't afraid to grind extra resources just to make those bandages. Again, not so much of a problem in the mid to late game. Early game, it could just kill you because just not having a bandage on you is rough. Weak bladder. Weak bladder's free point. Weak bladder is such a free point. You need to go to the toilet 15% more. Oh, what a shame. Instead of, like, if you say you poop 10 times every 10 days, this is going to mean that you poop 11 times every 10 days. No brainer, free point. So that does mean that we've got a few extra points now to spend on some of these others. If we were feeling it, we could go hemophilia and fanny pack, which would give us the extra hotbar slots, which would be nice. Thick-skinned, 50% reduced bleeding. Again, that sounds like a benefit until you're in melee combat and you want that nerd rage to trigger. So it's not the worst, especially if you're like a ranger or something. You're standing back a bit, you get shot, you don't have to worry too much about the bleed because all that is just damage to you. What I'm going to take is... So we could go for buff Brainiac, which would give us a bit more carry weight, which is nice. Or we could take Decathlon and... I'm not going to bother with first aid certification. I keep taking that one because I don't want something that's going to interfere too much, but equally Or what I could do is knock slow healer off and just take Decathlon competitor. So, I mean, if you're looking for like sort of a min-max build, I don't think this is a particularly bad one. Painfully obvious, you can resolve that relatively quickly in the game. Once you get to the third area, that's fixed. Bonus damage is always good. Double agriculture XP, so I mean the fact that you can just grow food solves a lot of the food issues. You still got to find the resources to make the plots, which is a pain, and watering stuff is a nightmare early. Hobbyist chef, that's just a really good one. You just get more food XP, so you don't have to cook as much to get to those higher tiers and get better food faster, which is... You underestimate how good that's going to be, because it just looks like it's a bit of a meh perk. Actually brilliant. Actually really, really good. Weak bladder, meh. Dry skin, oh no, we get a little bit more thirsty. Well, water is basically an infinite resource. That looks good to me. So we're going to be a little bit better at sprinting, but all the rest of our stats will be at 0. And I think we'll take that. If you wanted to do like an RP run, mix and match some of these, because like Fear of Violence, if you wanted to make sure that you were using your traps and like tech, Fear of Violence could be a really, really fun one. I just feel like that's a really low reward for basically not being able to get any combat stats. Narcoleptic is just terrible. And Feeble... Again, like if you'd like a background character that's shooting a lot, brilliant. Otherwise, would not recommend. Right, let's jump on in, because I think that's us prepped and ready to go. You learn skills as you progress, but your job and traits cannot be changed. Have you finished selecting? Yes. So we've just stepped out of the elevator. We've been redirected to the office sector, level 1. And we've got this chap here. Hello.
Ah, you're stuck here too, eh?
I am indeed.
I came down from level 8 for a coffee. Now
better. It'll be those fools on level 3 overreacting again.
Yeah?
Looks like Jaeger's locked out. Typical.
Well, fair enough.
Can let him in. Maybe he knows what's happened. But
Yeah, we'll give it a go.
time. He's insufferable.
Okay, so you're a bit of a dick. That's always a nice way of introducing a character. I love Dr. Thule. He's a bit of a dick.
Thinks I'm crawling through the vents to let him in. He's got another thing coming.
So I need to get better at using the keybinds. So it's just C to open up your crafting menu. I'm going to go with the next straight away. And right now, our job is to grab basically anything that we can find. We want to head over and let Dr. Jaeger in. So it's this chap over here. I wonder if we can have a chat with him quickly. No, can't open the door from this side. Fair enough. Check the bins. They have random loot, and you never know what you're going to find. And I would recommend just grabbing as much metal scrap as you can. We'll be able to get in there soon. Disassemble that, and we'll keep scooching, get a bit more duct tape. Duct tape is a brilliant item. It's a crafting tool, but also you can repair your gear with it, so just bear that in mind. It's a really nice way of handling things before you get the normal way to repair things. Grab some more junk. We've got our lovely little light to tell us to go that way. We'll get through there. Let's take a quick look this way. Yeah, this is the area with the fan. So there's not much we can do there for now. But we will get there. So I'll break our way in here. And oh no! It's our first enemy. Oh, I can get a sneaking experience like this? Fair enough. Stomp! If you're gonna, harvest things, I wouldn't recommend picking up the radioactive stuff first until you've got somewhere to dump it. This will run through, and then I believe, yeah! Get squished! Yeah, you'll just find random junk like that just laying around that you can dismantle. Early game especially, just smash it. So what's in through this one? We have got more duct tape. Oh, Dr. Tool! Is it because he's a tool? Is that supposed to be the pun? Maybe. We'll grab that. Let's keep schmooping on through. I'm actually going to take that toolbox. Handy little bit of early game storage. And we got a screwdriver. Oh, yeah. You know, we love a screwdriver. Keep the net out just in case, because you never know when you're going to need it. And honestly, I didn't realize just how many pressure gauges and pipes you need later in the game, so I stopped collecting them early, and then regretted it massively. I think there's a pest in here. So my plans are to sort of progress. I'm streaming an Abiotic Factor series with friends on the weekends over on the Purple website, which is good fun. It's a lot of fun. Do recommend you come and watch. It's usually sort of about 2300 GMT. I think it's, what is this, 6 PM BST or something? I'm bad at time conversions. And we just have a lot of fun. I just want to really sort of dive into the Cosmic Companions update. I've never completed the game, so there will be a point where everything is new to me. But we should be able to bum rush a lot of the early areas and make our way through. So always check your terminals. Hey, Kintaro, I'm looking for a gift from a friend. Give him a knife until you chop it up, you can't cook it. So that's just a nice little tutorial. Cut up your enemies to get usable meat. Fair enough. Wow, wow, wow. We've still not really got a weapon. Except now we do. We can put on... No, that was just cloth scrap. Okay. Can I use the frying pan as a weapon? No. I feel like they should change that and make it like a low-level blunt weapon. Oh, pork chop. So, what is a little bit mad is this area is one of the simplest and best starting areas in the game. It's just convenient, it's got an oven, it's got plenty of power sockets, it's really defensible. There's a pest in there, but we're not going to go and interfere with it. Can I open from this side? Oh, do I have to come around this side and open the shutters? Fair enough.
Hello? Over here.
Oh, Dr. Jaeger. That's the bioscrap, we're going to need it. Hello!
You're new. Looks like that little pest damaged the power system. Can you get someone to fix it? But hurry, would you? I'm not enjoying standing around out here.
Well, there's me and Dr. Thule.
And I don't feel safe at all.
Fair enough. It's just garbage in the bins. Who would have thought? But now I can unlock that. You able to give us any help?
They always pick the worst possible time to lock the place down.
That's a big fat no. But let's gather up some resources. And we want to head to the security room. Again, really, really good starting zone because there's just storage and resources and power sockets and technically a bed. Yeah, that's just a tutorial thing to tell us how to plug in our tools. Right, what do I need? So we want to make a crafting bench first and foremost. So we've got this lovely little mini game where we basically just have to invent the items. I think it's really fun. So it gives you a selection, you put them in the slots and you invent. It'll give you a load of options, and some of the things will be obviously stupid, and some of the things will be like, oh, wait a minute, would it be that? Could it be that? It's very, very handy. We've got a couple of cupboards as well, so we can just drop some stuff off that we're not going to use immediately. And let's make our crafting bench. What do we need for the energy brick? We need that, and that, I think. Yep, lovely. So we're just going to want the pieces out of that computer as well. And, right, so we've made the crafting table. So we shall just smack that down there for now. And same as we did with the heater in the tutorial, we're just going to build it. Construction level 1, lovely. Plug this bad boy in. And now we can actually make these more complex things. There's some stuff where I would recommend just, you know, for one, just check off everything so that you know you've done it. Storage crate small is just that and that. Repair station, I believe, is the anvil. I think it's the coil. Yeah. Wood, that power unit, and I think it's the metal pipe. Lovely stuff. So we've got some more of these recipes. Just discover them as you go. Because one, it turns off the little yellow things and it stops you going, why are you there? No, it's just a metal scrap. Fair enough. Batteries are very helpful. We'll worry about those a bit more later. Makeshift barricades. Again, not really something we need to worry about. Oh, we had some texture issues there. Let's go with duct tape and cloth. Yeah. Pipe and cloth for the makeshift backpack. It is handy, but I don't think you really need to make that just yet. I'm probably not going to bother with the cushion chest plate. Keeps you warm at night, but it doesn't get cold enough to do you any harm at the moment, so... no, not pest scrap, it's bio scrap. Lovely. Healing syringes, really, really useful. Don't sleep on them. That's a trap. Do not be making makeshift cooking pots at all. There are loads of cooking pots in the game. Hose, plastic soil, and I think, yeah. So, I mean, you unlock these when you get a little bit of agriculture experience, but it's just starting off with the gardening enthusiast. You just get access to these a little bit earlier. So they're not going to change the way you play the game, because by the time you get the soil, well, you're about at the point where you'd unlock them anyway. That is everything unlocked. We've made our energy brick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down that toolbox. And let's first have a quick look and see if there's anything that we can make just to protect ourselves, because the shield is always nice. Yeah. Might actually make a couple of nets and some bandages too. And we'll drop those there, put that on. And let's just put some stuff down. We don't need to be making full-on things yet. It's a raw pork chop, not raw pork chop, cooked pork chop. I don't think there's any pigs in the game that you can kill to get them. So that is always interesting. Pop that away. And something that I would really recommend doing early on is if you right-click your slots, you can lock them. Set yourself some lock slots. Your meds don't need to be on your hotbar. So all they do is fill up your hotbar and get in the way. Make sure your kit is in an order that you like. And stuff in your hotbar will weigh 25% less, but your meds 0.3, 0.2, 1.25. Like, they're not going to cause me any issues for having them there. But now, because we've got the shield, we've got something to defend ourselves, and we'll actually take that desk leg.
Hurry!
Okay. I don't know why the game just gave me more free duct tape there, but whatever. Alright, mate, there's nothing there. Oh, God! Always go for the head, because enemies have limb health in this. And if they charge up to do that, they will run in a straight line, so you just need to sidestep it. X and apply a bandage. Lovely jubbly. I'm actually going to harvest this guy. Get some meat. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Dr. Jaeger is super dead. Let's go and have a look and check in with Dr. Tool. See if he's got anything to say before we get moving into the game.
Oh my god, what happened to Jaeger? He didn't deserve that. I mean, not really. I'm going to wait here. It's not safe out there.
Fair point, sir. And with that, our journey into the facility begins.
Attention. Enhanced security protocols are now in effect. Please load.
And we'll leave that episode there. Just want to say a massive thank you for joining me for this session. I really love Abiotic Factor. It's a lot of fun. Please keep an eye on the channel. I'm going to be trying to get this out regularly. I know I've got another couple of series that I need to sort of get back focused on. It's just finding the time. It's difficult sometimes. But I'm going to love you and leave you for now. Keep an eye on the channel. Please subscribe, drop a like, or turn on notifications if you did enjoy that session. We'll be leaving things largely uncut as we go, just because I think that it's one of those games where you get to see a lot of it. I may do some off-screen grinding, just because gathering resources can be a bit... But equally, it can be quite fun. It can be quite therapeutic. So we'll see where we get to. But for now, I will love yous and leave yous. Thank you very much. And I'll see you next time.